We just generated one of my clients $96,000 with this clothing brand in one single drop. Absolutely insane. As you can see here, total sales 96,765. And he texted me right when we sold out and he said, Brett, absolutely insane. We just sold out. Send me a picture of how much we generated. Super, super duper happy. It made me feel really, really good. It's the best feeling when your clients get results like this and you generate them to results like this. Best feeling ever. But before we hop into this video, honestly, I just want to tell you guys, this is the only YouTube channel and the only video you guys are going to have to watch if you want to generate crazy numbers with your clothing brand drop, fashion brand drop, whatever the case may be. This is the video to watch. I'm telling you. When I was starting my first brand, all I wanted was someone just to give me all the sauce, all free value, and just help me out so I could get to where I want to get to faster. And that's what I want to do for you guys every single video that I post. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it a lot. Work really, really hard on these videos. But before we hop into the actual video, I want to show you guys exactly what they had already in place before we started working together. Super duper important that you guys have all these things if you want to hit crazy numbers like $96,000 in one drop, right? You want to hit six figures in one drop. You need all these things. Make sure you pay attention. Grab your notepad if you want. Just write stuff down because it's extremely, extremely important, right? So first things first, they had an insanely strong community. Before we started working together, their community was insanely strong. They had people DMing them, constantly asking them what they're dropping, when they're dropping, right? They had people commenting on their posts constantly. They built a strong community, which is the number one most important thing. And they already had that before we started working together, right? Next thing they had was a good website. Their website was extremely simple, but also converted extremely well. They had crazy, high-end product shots, different angles with models, right? It showcased everything. So there was no there's no part of the website that made them not want to buy, or was too confusing, so they ended up not buying, right? There was none of that. Perfect website. So they already had that. And then last but not least, they had an amazing product. You need an amazing product to obviously make a lot of money and generate, six figures or whatever you want to generate, whatever your goal is. And they had that. They had a great product, great designs, great quality. They had all that. But most importantly, they had a strong community, and that's exactly what you need. Strong community is key. If you are looking to, if you're just starting your brand and you haven't really generated that good community yet, and you're running ads and they're not working, which is pretty much everyone's problem right now in the fashion world industry, we made an automation system where pretty much leads come to you, and people start following, engaging with all your content, right? It's literally a system that helps you generate more engagement with your videos, with your posts, with your drops, help you get more email and SMS signups, literally everything. So if you're just starting out your fashion brand, you're interested in that, you want automations inside your brand, inside your company, hit the link down below in the description. We'll book a call, talk about it. But I just wanted to say that before we hop into the video as well, because I know there's a lot of brands out there that aren't making that much money because they haven't built a community and they're having trouble with it. So wanted to say that. But the main thing that we did, we found what they had already. They had all these three things, and then we figured out what's the problem. All right, they had a good community, they have a good website, they have a good product. Why are they not making sales? Right? It's like what's happening here? So we dug deeper, we found out the problem, and it was these two things, right? Their marketing wasn't the best, and they didn't create good of content to hype up their drop. So what we implemented at Sellout Marketing is our brand. We do marketing and we create high-end videos for clothing brands or fashion brands to hype up their drop and to really showcase the style, the story of the background of the drop you're releasing, the collection. So that's exactly what we did for this brand. We marketed for them and we created some high-end videos. Not too many for this brand, but we'll show you some that we did for past brands. But those are the two main things that we specialize in to really help brands sell out. Because the two most important things that you need in a drop is marketing and high-end videos that showcase your clothes, your jewelry, whatever the case may be that you're selling. If you don't have those two things, you're not going to sell out, right? It's marketing and content, two most important things. So at Sellout Marketing, it's exactly what we did for them. We figured out that they weren't generating sales, obviously. With a good product, strong community, you should be generating a lot more than 15 to 20,000, which is what they were generating at first. But with ads, most brands, they are running their ads directly to their website, which is cold audience to a website that's probably not even that good. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, right? Depending on how your website looks. But that is never going to work. So that's exactly what they were doing too. So what we did was we changed it a little bit. You want to run ads all the way to your email and SMS to get signups. That is the most important thing. If you're not already doing that, start doing that. But what we mainly did was ran ads and then directed them to their email and SMS, but we ran them to their followers, right? They weren't ads to cold audience. We did that as well, right? We ran ads to email and SMS to cold audience, but we mostly ran ads, email ads to their followers. They had 114,000 followers for their clothing brand, which is a good amount of followers, right? But we didn't have 114,000 email and SMS signups at all. We weren't close. They were actually extremely low with their email and SMS list. They didn't have that high of a number. So we found that problem and we went straight toward that. We got as many email and SMS as we could. That's the first thing we actually did, right? 2 weeks before drop, we started launching these cold and follower email and SMS sign up ads directly there, as well as pre-hype ads. Zoom in here for you guys. So we ran pre-hype ads. If you guys aren't running pre-hype ads, you guys should start doing that, right? Ads that are hyping up your clothes to get people that aren't seeing it the chance to take a look at it. They're not going to buy off the pre-op ads because your website's going to be closed. But, right, you do a sales campaign. Usually we do the budget at around $40 per day at the beginning. I mean, I guess if you're doing streetwear, if you're doing luxury, right, clothing brand wise, we did 18 to 28 for the age. And we did US. I mean, totally depends on where your brand is, but we did 18 to 28 as the age. All genders, because they had both female and male stuff that they could buy. Again, another important thing when wanting to, make six figures with the brand, having a variety is actually key as well. These are the pictures that they had already. This is just an example, but these are the pictures that they had from their Instagram. We just used their Instagram picture ads or Instagram pictures and ran them as ads, as you can do that in Facebook Ads Manager, right? So that's exactly what we did. They already had high-end pictures, and we generated them some as well. We took those and made them into ads for their pre-hype ad drops. So that's what we did, again, 2 weeks before drop. These are both 2 weeks before drop day. And then when it came closer to, the day of the release, we bumped it up to 100, right? 3 to 4 days before drop day, we bumped up these ads. Honestly, more like a week before drop day, we bumped them up to like $100 a day. If you have the budget, definitely bump it up, right? If you're not able to do $40 a day and do 20, and then bump it up to like 60. Try to bump it up at least $40. Just bump it up as much as you can. That's what we were doing for the ads, right? We're doing not only to, the followers, but we're also doing cold as well. But if you have a following and you're a clothing brand right now and you're watching this, make sure you're running email and SMS signups to your followers. Unless every single person is on your email and SMS list already, which I doubt, to be honest. It's pretty rare for that to be the case. So definitely do that as well. We were telling them constantly to post stories about it as well, right? Post stories, percentage off, make them feel like they need to be a part of that drop. And the only way they can get there is through email and SMS with a code. It's all about making them feel like they have to be there. It's going to sell out quick. Certain things that you can do in order for them to sign up for their email and SMS pretty quickly. So those are the ads we ran. Ads straight to email and SMS, cold and to followers, and pre-hype ads. The reason for the pre-hype ads as well, so 3 different campaigns, was because we can retarget. This is where the money happens. This is literally where you make all the money. We ran retargeting ads. If you don't know what retargeting ads are, they're just retargeting the people that engaged with your ads, right? So the people that clicked on your website, the people that clicked on your ad in general, wherever it leads to, right? Your email and SMS or wherever. Engaged prospects is what retargeting is what you're going to retarget to at least. drop day and after, we started running retargeting ads for this client. Every website visitor, we retargeted to them. Every follower that engaged with the ad, we retargeted to them. And this is where it all comes together. First off, these are from our pre-drop ads, right? So they actually, saw the close, were interested, but they're already interested. They're already on the website. They already got to see the close. So they were already interested, but they just didn't end up buying. This is exactly why we ran retargeted, because all these people, they're interested, but maybe they didn't have their wallet on them, or maybe it wasn't the right time because they didn't get their paycheck yet, right? There's different things on why you retarget, because if you don't retarget, you're leaving so much money on the table. There's always situations where they don't trust you or whatever the case may be, right? Always retarget. That's exactly what we did for this client. All the website visitors and all the followers that didn't end up buying, we retargeted them with an ad campaign, and that's where the money started flying in, guys. So make sure you're retargeting. Super duper important. I mean, we generated so much more money just from the retargeting because people forgot, or people, everyone forgets nowadays. You gotta do as much reminders, as much stories, posting, anything to remind people nowadays is super duper important. So just overemphasize that, honestly. We also did, obviously some videos. We didn't do that much videos for this client specifically. They already had pretty good understanding of it, to be honest. We usually generate some awesome, high-end videos for clients. So then they can post them the day before the drop, right? To really hype it up, to show it, in like a movie type of vibe, right? Where it's like really, really high-end videos that explain the story behind the collection and really help the viewers and the potential buyers understand the story, the style of the brand before they buy it. Everyone buys more when they see the story behind it and they like it and it relates to them, right? So many different things. Usually we did that. We didn't do that much for this client, but I'll show you guys. This is my Instagram right here. If you guys want to give me a follow, ask me any questions, whatever the case may be, hit me up. It's brett.boudreau on Instagram. It'll also be in the link down below in the description. But I post a whole bunch of valuable content, why the best product, or focus on your product at the beginning, talk about that. I talk about how we generated $65,000 for this brand. So many different things on my Instagram. So if you guys want to go check that out, go ahead, brett.boudreau. But this is a campaign that we did for a client as well. I'm not going to show the sound on it because I don't want to get copyrighted. But take a look at it real quick. But yeah, that's one of them. As you can see, it's like really, really high end. Some of them we do high end. Some of them we do like very edited style, cinematic. Some of them we do like movies, like literal movie trailers that show the style and background and story of the brand. So if you're interested in any videos created for your brand, let me know. Link down in the description again. But all these videos right here that we generate for these clients, all these videos do is hype up the brand, get more attention. Attention is key. So we got as much attention as we could, and it was able to generate $96,000. Client was super duper happy, which made obviously us happy. I mean, that's exactly what we did from A to Z. Hopefully you guys wrote this down because it's going to help you guys so much in generating more money for your drop. If you guys end up doing this, like first things first, obviously build a strong community, have a good website, amazing product. Those are obvious, right? You shouldn't be running ads until you have a strong community. I tell clients all the time, unless you're at $10,000 a month with your job, do not run ads. It's a waste of time. Build a strong community. Build as much, hype and engagement to your Instagram, as much engagement as you can with potential buyers is obviously key, and just build that community. It's so important. If you have these, right, you start marketing and you use this method, you're going to sell out every time. I'm telling you guys, right? There's no way you don't sell out if you have a good community and you do all these other things. Make sure you guys are doing this. Again, I sell out marketing. We do marketing and do high-end videos for brands. So if that's something you are looking for, link in the description. We'll hop on a call, see if you're the right fit for us or see if you're the right fit for each other, honestly. And yeah, we'll talk about it. If you need more sales, whatever the case may be, we'll talk about it. But yeah, it's going to be that in the video. If you guys are also needing automations as well to help you guys if you're just starting off with your brand, whatever the case may be, we do have automations that help brands have more engagement. So if you're interested in that as well, link down in the description below. Hopefully you guys took notes on this. Really, really valuable stuff here. That's going to be the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.